in my zone, fire in my bones, so best believe it's on. Sweat and tears I've invested in this game, so I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing, I'm on.
Hello, how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's great. Took the day off yesterday, had some things I had to do. So you know, skipped the live yesterday. I don't like to do that, but we did. Um, just kind to give you guys a little bit of overview of what we're going to do today. We're gonna review the pre-markets, go through some news, talk a little bit about what's going on in this market that's bleeding out red. It's definitely bleeding. Regardless of what the pre-markets say and things like that, you can see on the screen the pre-markets are in green. They're all in green. But this market's in trouble right now. We're definitely on the downhill side to this market today and yesterday. Yesterday the market lost a lot. Kind of talk about that, get into some FTX news real quick. Won't spend a lot of time on it, but we'll get into some of it real quick. Share a video with you guys about the latest stuff that's going on with them, and get into some other little crypto news, and then we'll get out of here, and I'll go to my job, and you guys can do what you guys do for today. But we'll start here. The pre-markets are green. Well, actually, let's go ahead and start out with this FTX news. FTX diverted 200 million of customer money for two venture deals that were caught by the SEC. I want to share with you guys this video um, explaining exactly what was going on, and a little bit about how these guys see this case going in the long run. So go ahead and I share this with you, and then we can talk about it a little bit, get into the pre-markets.
The Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to your spending.
Hi.
You don't have to keep tabs on rotating categories.
This is the only rotating I care about.
It does the work for you. Earn cash back that automatically adjusts to your top eligible spend category with the Citi Custom Cash Card.
Got some new details from the FTX soap opera that is. Bankruptcy court records now showing that founder Sam Bankman-Fried and former executive Gary Wang borrowed more than $546 million from Alameda Research to buy a nearly 8% stake in Robinhood. Where else do you think he got the money from? Of course, that's how they were doing all of it, it seems like. Former Alameda chief Caroline Ellison signed off on that loan. That Robinhood stake is now at the center of a jurisdiction ownership fight between Antigua, New Jersey, and Delaware. Separately, U.S. Department of Justice investigating an alleged cybercrime that drained more than $370 million out of FTX just hours before the exchange filed for bankruptcy last month. Bloomberg reporting U.S. authorities have managed to freeze just a fraction of those stolen funds. Unclear if the theft was an inside job, as Bankman-Fried suggested in interviews before his arrest, or the work of a hacker exploiting vulnerabilities as FTX was collapsing. Joining us right now to talk about all of this and so much more, Dan Primack, Axios business editor. Dan.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Nice to see you. So what do you think? Well, let's just go to the base question. How much money ultimately do you think creditors and investors and others around the hoop that think that they are due will get back when all is said and done?
A fraction. I'm not going to give you a number, but it is going to be a fraction, and it's not going to be a very large one, because what we learned yesterday, the Robinhood thing seems to be emblematic of everything, right? Which is Sam kept taking money from different pots, and sometimes, I mean, we've talked the word Ponzi scheme a lot, and this hasn't exactly followed exactly what somebody like a Madoff did, but to a certain extent, he just kept taking from different pots. And with the Robinhood shares, it's not only did he borrow from Alameda to get the stock, to be able to buy the stock, Alameda then claimed to own that stock because they used that as collateral to get a loan from BlockFi, which ultimately goes bankrupt. So it's kind of the same money being used over and over again, or the same assets being used over and over again, which is why ultimately the folks who are owed money aren't going to get all of it.
So what do you think? How many years? If you were Sam Bankman-Fried, we were talking about this yesterday, and you have all these other people pleading guilty. What do you think is the right answer here?
For Bankman-Fried, I mean, the question is, and this is something you don't know and I don't know, is has he finally internalized that he's done something wrong? Because, and maybe you'll disagree with me, but I thought during the interview you did with him, during some conversations a colleague of mine has had with him prior to the arrest, he really seemed to believe his own BS to a certain extent, that he had made mistakes, but it wasn't criminal. And I don't know if the guilty pleas of Gary Wang and Caroline Ellison have maybe helped him see the light a little bit, or maybe his lawyers have helped him see the light a little bit. And that's the real question. Is he willing to admit something? And then secondarily, is there even going to be a plea on the table? Clearly, prosecutors view him as the big fish in the top of the food chain, and sometimes they don't let the top of the food chain off.
Right. One of the other things we've been questioning.
So as you guys hopefully heard from that, I was trying to fix the volume as we are going along, but it wouldn't let me on that particular website. It doesn't allow you always to fix the volume. You know, they diverted all this money to buy all these assets, and Robinhood being at the center of this, well, kind of at the center right now, they were just recycling money from one corporation to the other, borrowing against each other, borrowing against, each other's money, the money borrowing from one to the other. So what that did is it, basically the creditors, who are the people that they owe, and the people that are invested in FTX, basically what they're saying is, you're going to get back a fraction of your money. We kind of knew that already, but to put it in their perspective, it's a little bit, people are starting to talk about it now. And we all know that the media itself was talking very positively about, Sam Bankman-Fried was talking very positively about FTX to start out this court case, and to watch them kind of flip and come to the side that we're really on is kind of interesting. But the creditors will be the last ones to get their money back. The actual FTX people that were trading on the exchange will get pennies back on the dollar. So, and there probably will be jail time. But Robinhood stocks are kind of at the center of their investigation right now. And it looks and sounds like that they've uncovered evidence where Sam Bankman-Fried and Wang took customer assets to buy the Robinhood stock and borrowed them against Alameda Research. And then Alameda Research turned around and leveraged that same money against the BlockFi collapse. So kind of interesting to see how the same money kept circulating over and over again. And they were just borrowing against each other. But that is the issue. Definition of a Ponzi scheme. Call it what you want, but that's what it is. Obviously, Elon Musk, Tesla stocks have been getting absolutely crushed. He tells employees not to look at the stock market, obviously because the employees of Tesla are heavily invested in the Tesla stock, and that thing is absolutely getting murdered. Anybody who knows that I own Tesla stock, so I'm getting murdered as well. So the whole market is leaking, guys. Yes, the pre-markets are in green. We had a terrible day in the markets yesterday, both in the stock market and the crypto market itself. And we'll go ahead and look at that here in a minute, the crypto market. But they are in green. I'm not quite sure they're going to stay in green all day. I think we're in for another down day. The market doesn't seem to be recovering I think we're going to see a dip in the market today. Maybe not as low as yesterday, but definitely a dip in the market today. Crypto fear and greed index is sitting at 2028 today, which still leaves us in fear. And we've talked about this for a long time here on this channel. We've hovered between 30 and 25 for weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months and months, actually. So we've been sitting in fear for a long time. So it doesn't surprise me that we're still in fear. Don't be surprised if this goes to extreme fear here in a little while. I know I hate to be doom and gloom, but it is what it is. The market cap for crypto right now is sitting at $7,097,000,000. We are way down. We hovered around that 800 billion for a long time. We dipped below that 800 billion last night, and just continues to kind of bleed out a little bit. So this market cap is going in the wrong direction for us in the past 24 hours. And you guys know I speak about market cap here because I believe that market cap drives price. You can't have positive price action if your market cap keeps dipping. That just means that there's more money to come out of the system than going into the system. And you can't have positive price action when that stuff happens. When you're bleeding money out, it's hard to have positive price action in anything. And that's why I think that we're going to have a little bit of a down day today, because this market cap is just dipping. I mean, you may see, Bitcoin have a little bit of an uptick today, but it's sitting at 16,600. I mean, it was down to 16,500 yesterday. If it goes to 16,800, is that really positive price action? No, that's kind of getting us back to where we were. Ethereum's under 1,200, guys. It's only $1 under there, but this thing was dipping yesterday down to $1,080, $1,180. So, like, market's not performing well at all, and this market cap's a clear representation of that. We're under the 800 billion mark, which is exactly where we don't want to be. We wanted to see that market cap go in the other direction, but I think we're going to see a bigger losses in this market cap as the days move on. I just don't see us getting out of this really until the stock market starts to turn around. We are tied to the stock market regardless of what anybody says or anybody feels. It's just where we are right now. And until this market starts to turn around, I just don't think that you're going to see positive price action in the crypto market right now when the stock market's performing as badly as it is. You can look at these on bubbles are on the hourly. Let's go ahead and look at the 24-hour, and then we'll move to the hourly. See how the overseas markets performed last night. You can see the red on the overnight, and how the overnight markets performed last night. Not well. We are waiting for the American markets to open up and people to start waking up to see if the American markets agree with the overseas markets as far as the price action goes for crypto. And if yesterday was any indication, the American markets will agree that crypto's on the downhill slide, and it'll continue to slide back. And that's why I keep saying that, I don't think that the market's going to get better today. Just my thought. I want you guys to take a look at something I made a video about yesterday, a little short. Solana. Solana has taken an absolute crushing over the past 24 hours. I don't know how else to put that. They've been beat up pretty bad, pretty terribly. We covered this a couple days ago where two of Solana's biggest NFT projects are leaving the platform. One's going to Ethereum, the other one's going to Matic, Polygon. Solana prides itself on its NFT platforms and the speed in which it can mint and utilize the NFT stuff. And they have two of their biggest ones that are leaving. I think that they see the writing on the wall of what's going to happen with Solana. Solana sitting at $9.43 right now. They are getting absolutely hammered right now. I don't know if Solana continues to go on a downhill slide, and just remember that Alameda and FTX own 13% of the Solana supply. So there's still a lot of questions around what's going to be done with that 13% in a bankruptcy hearing. Are they forced to sell it off? What are they forced to do with that 13%? So it's there's a lot of things up in the air right now. And Uniswap was the other one that I wanted to take a look at. It took a big hit yesterday. $3.51. I haven't seen Uniswap down in the $3 range in a while. So it's the Uniswap token is taking a little bit of a hit. And also Hex right underneath it, sitting at number 20. I'm not a big Hex person. Can't really tell you what's going on with Hex or where they're even at or what they even have going on. But what I can tell you is that they're at a penny right now. And this thing could literally drop underneath 1 penny. And when you look at where Hex was not too long ago, you look at, I remember when 3 cents was a bargain for Hex and everybody was jumping on at 3 cents. This thing is absolutely taking a nosedive, and literally could be under a penny here pretty quick. So Hex is not performing well in this market. Uniswap is not performing well in this market. $3.50 for Uniswap. I actually consider that a bargain. I actually consider that a steal right now. But Solana, I don't know. I keep saying this to you guys, and I don't know how else to put it to you when it regards Solana. I don't know how far Solana is going to fall back. Digital, good morning. How are you? But I still don't think that $9.44 is the floor for Solana. There's too many questions there. There's too much going on. And when you start to lose your biggest projects on your blockchain, there's something more going on that is bigger than what we know. But Bitcoin right now sitting at $16,597, way down from where it was a couple days ago. You're looking at just over the month. I mean, they're a positive 2.5%, but this thing just continues to slide backwards. Ethereum, same thing, just continues to slide backwards. Just continues to lose momentum and lose ground. But it makes sense because when you go back and you look at that market cap of all of crypto, we're below $8 billion right now. So you're going to expect everything to slide back. Although BNB has performed well overnight, it's gained itself a couple dollars on the overnight, but not enough gains to even really speak about. But if you look at where BNB is on the 24-hour, on a day, you're looking at Bitcoin minus 0.3%, Ethereum plus 4%, and BNB at plus 1.1%. So I guess you could say it performed well in the overseas market overnight, but I guess you have to define what well is. XRP sitting at 34 cents. Again, continues to slide backwards. That's the common theme pretty much all the way down through here. Dogecoin's taking a big hit. It continues to lose ground as well. Don't be surprised to see this sitting at around 6 cents later on today. It did dip down there a little bit yesterday to the 6 cent range. I fully expect it to go back down to the 6 cent range again. At 5 cents, I may be a buyer. At 7 cents right now in this market, I'm not. Polygon sitting at 78 cents. Underperformed the market yesterday, and seems to be underperforming the market on the hourly as well. But Polygon continues to slide back to that 78 cents range. But this thing is traded between 77 cents and 81 cents for months. That seems to be the channel it's trading in right now. So if you're looking to add Polygon, just know that the channel right now is between 77 and 81 cents in this market. Let's see. We talked about Uniswap a little bit. SHIB is another one. It dropped down to this, what is that, 507? Yeah, 507. I'm not a buyer of SHIB right now. I do own some SHIB. I'm not looking to add to my bag. I'll look to add if it gets down in the 6 range. I'll think about it. But SHIB continues to slide backwards right now in this market. They need to drop some utility. SHIB is months and months over utility due. They're not helping themselves in this market. I just leave it there. But Hex to me, Hex and Solana to me are the two that I think are really sliding backwards and really sliding backwards fast. Uniswap, I mean, we talked about it at $3.50. It's sliding backwards, but this could end up being a really good bargain here pretty soon if it keeps slide backwards the way that it is. Stellar still seems to be sitting in that 7 cent range, low 7 cent range. So it's doing the best it can to hold up where it's at, but you can see this pull back to 6 cents as well if the market doesn't turn around today really fast. It's sitting in that low 7 cent range. It very well could slide back to that 6 cent range today. Kronos is actually performing better than what I thought in this type of market. It's still sitting at that 5 cent range, but it's the high 5. It's at 5.7. In a market like this, I fully expected it to pull back to that 4 cent range. It's actually holding up pretty well. If you can say anything's holding up well, that's in the red, but it's kind of holding up better than what I thought. I thought it would take a dive, and it's just kind of lingering there. Quant is doing very well in this market. Up to $111. It's doing well, outperforming the market as a whole. So does it surprise anybody that Quant's outperforming the market as a whole? Probably not, but we got to point out the positives. I own Quant. I accumulate Quant. I think Quant's going to be a big player later on. It's just my opinion. Algorand's another one that's absolutely got smashed in this market, but I think Algorand's a bargain at 16 cents. Something I'm maybe looking at adding. I do own a little bit. I may, if this continues to slide back, I may add some more and go ahead and put it in a Coinbase wallet, DeFi wallet, and stake it away for a brighter day. But it's 16 cents. I didn't think we would see Algorand at 13 cents. which is why I'm reconsidering whether or not I want to make a purchase of Algorand or not. Big Watch, good morning, man. I hope you're good today. Glad to see you. But yeah, just because of the price of Algorand right now at 16 cents, it does have me reconsidering whether or not I want to add more or another token to my bear market bag. I'm not a big fan of adding tokens to bear market bag, but sometimes when deals come your way, you kind of have to reevaluate. And Algorand is one that I'm reevaluating on whether or not I want to just make a purchase of Algorand and put it in Coinbase wallet and let it auto stake. But we're gonna see. I still think there's some pullback in this market, so I'm not jumping all over it yet. But this market on the overnight, it bleeded red, it bleeded out red. We'll go ahead and look and see where we're at on the hourly. See if I think it's still, yeah, see, it's still bleeding, but I firmly believe that this market's going to continue to go down today. I know I'm going against my grain to say that the pre-markets are green, so the crypto is going to roll over to the crypto market. But I think that by the time that the market opens today, we're going to see more red in these squares than we are green. It's rough play. This is my first day back from Xmas vacation. Yo, man, hey, it's always rough coming back from vacation. I got back at it on Tuesday, and I've been trying to figure out what day of the week it is since. So, at least it's a short week, right? I missed stream yesterday because I had some stuff going on. So it was I'm still trying to figure out if it's Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Thursday though. I did figure that one out as I was wiping my eyes this morning. But I think as we get closer and closer to 9:30, guys, you're going to see more red in these squares than you are green. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's rough, man. I love the long weekends. I love the vacations and stuff, but man, getting back at it and getting back into the groove of things is a little, it sometimes can be rough. But I think we got a short week this week, so heading into the new year. So I think we'll make it. But yeah, this market cap, guys, we dropped under $8 billion market cap for the crypto market as a whole. We are going in the complete opposite direction. So I did put out my first video in a series of probably 3 or 4 videos that I'm going to put out in regards to how I'm surviving the bear market and the things that I'm doing to keep myself straight during this bear market, both mentally and just how I'm spending my money in the best, what I think is the best way possible. The first one was just kind of the first step of what I did as soon as I knew the bear market was coming, and how I created a bear market wallet and how I went about doing that. So you can go ahead and check that out. The second one will be kind of the second thing that I'm doing during this bear market, keep myself together, make sure I'm getting the best bang for my buck on these things. You hear me talk about it a little bit, on this live stream as we move on, is as we talk about Algorand and things like that, why I'm kind of skeptical about adding more Algorand. I mean, I will. I'll tell you guys right now, I probably will, because I think the price will slip back a little bit more. But it goes against one of my core principles of how to invest during a bear market. But I will probably do that. I thought the crypto space would be quick would be quiet until after the new year. Man, it's the thing about it is, Big Watch, the crypto space, it is when you got so much going on with these FTX things going on and all this news going on around it, it's hard for it to be quiet. It definitely isn't stable. Not a lot of news out, but the market itself definitely damn sure isn't stable. And it has a direct reflection of the stock market not being stable. The stock market got crushed yesterday, crushed. And the crypto market followed suit and got crushed. And I just think that it's in for another whooping today, I think. Trust Wallet, though. Trust Wallet continues its rise, and this is one of them DeFi wallet projects where everybody is running from centralized exchanges and going to DeFi, and they're seeing the benefits of owning the Trust Wallet token, and they're buying it up, which is why I think MetaMonkey AI and the release of the Pure Wallet is going to do well because it has a token with utilization in the wallet. So I'm just going off of what Trust Wallet and SafePal tokens are doing to make that assumption. But if they can grab just a couple percent of each one of them shares, I think it's gonna be a good thing. Bitcoin, as we're just talking, it's hovering around that 16,600 mark and 16,500. Ethereum's struggling to stay at 1,200. It's struggling right now to stay there. I did add some Ethereum to my bear market bag yesterday when it dipped down to 1,180 levels. I did add a little bit to the bag yesterday just to because that was its low point for the day. So I added a little bit there. I did add a little bit of BNB yesterday and a little bit of Bitcoin, just a little bit. Yeah, Big Watch, I think you're right. Trust Wallet is the token that MMAI is looking at to make some of their projections, and I think it's a good thing. I think the utility for the MetaMonkey AI token is actually way more than the Trust Wallet token. It's just that the Trust Wallet is so big, so many users, owned by Binance. So you have to build that trust, and I think right now MetaMonkey AI is in the process of building that trust with the community for their wallet. I think when a wallet comes out and then when it's utilized, and as you slowly build that trust with the community and you slowly see that the offline and the secure in your cold wallet storage is actually working and it's actually safe, MetaMonkey AI tokens will give you more utilization than Trust Wallet just because you have that online offline switch and cold storage. So, and Trust Wallet doesn't have that. So I think that's one of them things where you have to get the word out, and then people have to use it for a little while, and then they have to trust it, before people move all of their money over there. But I think they're going to get there. I think it's going to be a grind. I think it's going to be a process, but I believe MetaMonkey AI will get there. I just think that it's going to be, they're going to grind it out, and I think the utility is there. It's definitely there. So, and when you do look at the rise of the Trust Wallet token, if MMAI could get that steady rise as well, I think the project will do very well. Will do very, very well. Here's some things I was reading this morning. China is reportedly planning to launch its first regulated NFT marketplace next week. Doesn't really affect us here in the United States, but China everything over there is regulated. Their internet's regulated. All of their trading's regulated. Everything. So the fact that they're going to release their NFT marketplace, a regulated NFT marketplace over in China, I think is a good thing. I think it's positive for China, and who they will allow to be on that marketplace, I think will be a big deal, because I think China's a big market, and if some of these NFT projects from that we know and love can tap into this private NFT marketplace, I think that'll be positive for these projects. So it's just something to keep your eye on if you're into NFTs, that you may hear that your NFT project could be going into the China market on this private NFT marketplace. And just know that that's a good thing. I mean, there's a big market in China. There's a lot of people. So the government, for them guys to launch a private NFT marketplaces, that'll be big for if any project can get on it. And I say if, because China is tight, and they're tight with what they got going on. And MicroStrategies purchases 2,500 Bitcoin for $41 million. And may not sound like a big deal, because obviously they didn't purchase them on the open market. But if MicroStrategies is purchasing 2,500 Bitcoin, that means that Bitcoin's not going anywhere, guys. And this is just more affirmation and more confirmation that cryptocurrency is here to stay. There's big money in it. There's big money that's purchasing it. There's big money that are putting it in their portfolios. So it's funny how China was always fighting crypto and kicking miners out. Yeah, it is like they were, but I think that China was fighting crypto and kicking miners out and all that stuff because the government controls everything over there. And I think the government for China needed to get a strategy of how they were going to roll out cryptocurrency as a country before they were going to allow other people to profit from it, because they're going to control the situation. And you'll see that cryptocurrency in China will be very regulated. It'll be very government centric, which means the government will control the flow of cryptocurrency. They're going to control the money. They're going to control the projects. They're going to control the mining. They're going to control the centralized exchanges. So they damn sure weren't going to let a whole bunch of private people go over there and capitalize off the market in China. And the United States is no different, right? I mean, you call it what you want, but here the United States is fighting stable coins, which will be the first thing to be regulated. But yet at the same time, behind the scenes, they're creating their own digital currency, right? So when they're fighting stable coins, but yet creating their own digital currency, what do you think that stable coin bill is going to look like, right? It's not going to look favorable to the stable coins, because they're going to want you to use their digital dollar. I thought I read somewhere the people were trying to liquidate Solana's Syria's BTC portfolio. I read that too, that they were trying to liquidate Sailor's BTC portfolio, but I don't know how true that is. There's some reports out there that, but I don't know. I don't know how true that is. He's a pretty big player in the game. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be just okay. He's gonna be just fine. I don't think that that's gonna happen. I read some stuff about him and his portfolio, but you got to be careful and use common sense. It's gonna be tough for them guys to do that, is what I'm saying. So looks like in this quick hour here, Bitcoin's starting to gain some just a tiny bit of traction, not enough to even think of, not even enough to speak about, but this market's not going to look good today, guys. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for you, but you know me, I shoot it straight with you, so it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good today. It's looking like a day either to DCA in if your projects tank out, or a day maybe just to sit on the sidelines. I may sit on the sidelines today unless these prices are to the point where I'm at my dollar cost average level. Then I may throw some money in, because I do have things set. The tokens that I'm in to a certain price, where if each token hits this price, I'll dollar cost average in my next DCA level. So, you know, if they very well may hit them levels today, and I will do that, because they're all long-term holds for me. But if not, my suggestion is, and you can take this for what it's worth, is I wouldn't be chasing any of this stuff right now. I wouldn't be chasing any of these cryptos right now. There's definitely room for them to pull back. There's definitely room for them to pull back even further. I'm looking to purchase more XRP or Quant. You big watch. I'm telling you, I'm with you. I'm looking for XRP. I'm actually want XRP to go down to this 33 cent range. If it's at 33 cents, I'm buying. In Quant, anything under 109, I'm usually a buyer there. I bought some yesterday. It got down to that level, and I bought some yesterday. But XRP, my next dollar cost average level for XRP is 33 cents. And that's a level that I've accumulated at for a while. So in this market, I'll continue to accumulate at 33 cents. So if it gets down there, I'm definitely a buyer at that level. So definitely a buyer there at that level. And I'm definitely a buyer Polygon at 77 cents. If it gets down to that level, I'm definitely a buyer there. But again, these are just my levels based on where my entry point was, and based on where I think the good buying levels are. Polygon's trading in that 70 cent to 81 cent channel for a long time. So I feel comfortable at the 77 cent level. Yes, I have bought some XRP at 33. Last time was at the price. Yeah, and I at 33 cents at XRP, big watch. Like I'm always a buyer there. I'm always a buyer at 33 cents. So that was my last buy as well, 33 cents. I'll go back in at 33 cents as well to accumulate some more. I'll accumulate some more ALBT at the 4 cent range, somewhere in there. So, but Quant, I mean, it's actually doing well today compared to the market. Big watch. I was waiting on 32 cents, but it looked like it was, yeah. XRP is hard to break that 33 cent level. It can go to 32. I've seen it as low as 32, but if it dips that low, it usually doesn't stay there. People usually come in, they swoop it right up at that 32-cent level. Actually, with this market cap and the lack of money in the system, I can tell you I'm a buyer of XRP at 33 cents and I'm a buyer of XRP at 29 cents. And I think that it can hit both of them levels as we go down in this market. Selmo Fudd, good morning. How are you? I can see Big Watch. I can see XRP falling below 33 cents, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy at 33 cents. If I buy at 33, I'll buy at 29. Are kind of the two levels that I have set to buy at. And I'm not mad. I won't be mad if it goes to 33 cents and I buy at 33 and then it dips down to 29 and I have to buy again at 29. I won't be mad. It's the same with Polygon. Like if I buy Polygon at 77 cents and then it turns around and it dips to if it dips to 74 cents, I'm not going to be upset with that either. Big Watch, morning. You guys are saying morning to each other. That's good. That's the whole purpose of dollar cost averaging your way down, right? You have to expect a downturn in the market. And that, because we're not going to call the bottom, guys. I'll tell you that right now. We're not going to call the bottom. There's only one person that's going to there's only one person that's going to buy the bottom, and there's only one person that's going to sell the top. Everybody else is either before or after. We missed you last night on the CTN roundtable. I was there. You must be talking to Selmo Fudd because I was there. I was on a roundtable. Oh, speaking of the CTN roundtable tonight, don't forget Crypto Lounge is going to be on there tonight on the CTN channel, and tune into that because very, very good dude, very educated guy. Tune into that because he's gonna bring some good stuff to that channel tonight. I figured that, Big Watch, because I was there. Unless my camera and mic were completely off, I was there. But yeah, I mean, going into this market today, guys, I mean, there's really not a lot to say outside of the pre-markets and the stock market look good. They look to be in green. It's still early. You still got an hour and a half before the markets open. I don't think that these markets are going to hold today. I could be wrong because they're so unpredictable, these markets right now. But given yesterday's price action in the stock market, it's hard for me to believe that these things are going to stay green all day long. And then when you look at the market cap of crypto dropping below that $8 billion range, it's hard for me to believe that we're going to have a really positive day in the market today as well. So be careful today. Know what you're doing. If you're trading, know what you're doing. Don't be aping into these shit coins, man. I don't know what else to tell you or how else to put that for you. Like literally, like don't be aping into this garbage right now. Because when you look at, there's more money leaving the crypto market than there is coming in. So what's the chances of you aping into these crap coins and getting return on your investment? There's really not that. It's just not there. So, be careful of what you do. Be smart of what you do. Invest in solid stuff. Invest in stuff that even if you're putting your money in, a little bit of money in now, don't put all your money into the market. Even if you're putting a little bit in now, put it in projects that even if they dip, they're going to come back when the market comes back. Because this is one of the markets right now where you have to expect downturn. You have to expect that the cryptocurrencies that are in the market right now are going to go further down. And if you always have that thought in your head that they're going to go down, get yourself some DCA levels. Just as me and Big Watch were talking, like we were talking about XRP, and he told me exactly where he bought in last time, and I told him exactly where I bought last time and where my next two levels were that I was going to buy again. Know what them levels are, stick to them levels. And don't chase these charts. Don't chase these green candles and don't chase these red candles. Know where your levels are, because that is what's going to drive your bags. So that's where you're going to accumulate at. Be comfortable with where you're going to accumulate at, but these markets will wreck you if you're aping into them and you're going all into them. They will wreck you. So just be careful, be smart, be a smart investor. Right now is not the time for trading. You're not swing trading anything right now. You're accumulating right now. You look at these reds, right? What the hell are you swing trading today? What are you swing? There's nothing for you to swing trade today. Nothing is going to the positive. You're not buying anything low and swing trading it within the next 2 hours. It's just not happening. Not today, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But you can accumulate a lot today. But keep your eyes on Uniswap, and they continue to fall down a little bit. $5.10. Could end up being a bargain later on. It really could. I don't think it's a bargain right now, but it could be a bargain later. And keep your eyes on Hex. I'm not a big Hex person, but they legitimately could go under a penny today. They're sitting at 1 penny right now in, high 1 penny range, 9.2. I remember people were saying at 3 cents Hex was a bargain. So I'm not saying I'm a buyer, but I'm saying that's a big fall. Hex is on a big fall right now. So something to watch out for. I'm by no means I'm telling you to buy it. I don't own any, but it's one of these ones that really they're falling down. Crow, it's come down a little bit more since we've been talking. I've accumulated all the Crow I'm going to accumulate at 5 cents. And I put it all in a long-term bag. I'm not looking to accumulate any more at 5 cents. But if this thing goes down to 3 cents, I'm probably looking to double what I have. So keep your eyes on Crow. It's holding up better in this market than what I thought, guys. Crow is actually holding up at this 5 cent level a whole lot better than what I thought it would hold up. So I'm actually surprised. Is Hex a blockchain? I've never been for Hex is not a blockchain. They're trying to create PulseX, which is a blockchain. Hex is more of a staking token. And people stake it away for long durations of time with high APY. They were supposed to come out with PulseX, which is a blockchain. It's a mirror of I think it's ERC20, and you can take your contracts from ERC20 and move them over to PulseX. And there's just a whole bunch of funky shit that goes on with Hex, and I'm not really that educated on Hex. I will tell you, if you invest in it, look to swing it, look to hold on to it, and if you accumulate it under a penny and you just hang on to it and you wait for it to get 3 cents, you should see a good return on your investment. But stay the hell away from the community if you get in Hex. Community's rough, man. The community's one of them ones where if you're in Hex, they expect you to be in Hex to the point where it's almost cult-like. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll lose some subscribers. Because they're in Hex, and I said that, and I'm cool with that. But I can't. I don't do that. That's not the types of communities I want to be in. Yeah, I'm with you. But XRP guys, we'll see what happens with XRP today. In quant, XDC is doing pretty well in this market as well. But I'm looking at quant outperforming the market today. But if it happens to come down, I'll be a buyer there. I'll definitely be a buyer there. So, but Trust Wallet is performing well, and it should give MetaMonkey AI some good vibes, given the fact that MetaMonkey AI will only be the third token that has use case inside a wallet. So we like to point out who's doing well as well, because the market's bleeding. But Trust Wallet has done well. It's actually up another % since we started talking. So I get those cult vibes from Volt. I think it depends on how you take it, Big Watch. I get the people in the Volt community are very passionate about Volt, and I own Volt. I own a lot of Volt on both sides, Ethereum and BNB. I don't necessarily look at it as cult vibes. I look at it as people being very passionate. I do think that sometimes that passion can go over the edge a little bit, but I don't think it's ever ill-intended. It's only when I watch certain Volt YouTubers. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Big Watch. And that's why I'm selective on who I watch. I watch the people. You got to have an open mind. with me, you got to have an open mind. I have an open mind. Like, I don't mind if people question my investments. I don't mind if people question the projects I'm in. I think I have pretty solid ground to defend any project I'm in. I don't mind all that. And I am about profit taking. I'm an investor. I'm about profit taking. I swing trade a lot. So I am about, making sure you take your profits, making sure you secure yourself, making sure you do all that. But I do understand what you're saying, and I do agree with you to a certain extent. I do understand what you're saying. There's some people I just choose not to watch, on a variety of different projects, not just Volt, but there's other projects where I don't watch certain YouTubers because I just don't like the vibe that they kick off. We just talked about One Hex. I don't like the vibe that some of the YouTubers and kick off about Hex, so I choose not to watch them. There's a variety of projects where I don't watch certain influencers because of that, so pick and choose who you watch. And if you don't like somebody's personality, don't watch them. I don't care what token it is. If you don't jive with them, don't watch them. If you don't believe in what they're saying, don't watch them, and that's how I approach it. I don't watch people that were involved with rug pulls, and who I believe knew that a project was a rug pull. And if I believe that they knew it and they didn't tell their community, I'm done watching you. Yeah, I do. But, I'm a firm believer in that too. Like if to me, like if a YouTuber is heavily involved in a project and the devs aren't doing the right thing and they're not calling them out for it, I'm not gonna watch you. I'm not gonna watch you anymore because, how can I trust you? So, and there's a couple that I really respect in this space, but because of their actions and what they did, I just can't put my trust in them anymore. I think they're very smart people. I think they have a lot of knowledge, but if you're not being honest with the community about what's going on in the project, then what's the sense of watching you, right? If you're not being 100% honest, then what's the sense of watching you? So Bitcoin's fighting back a little bit, guys. Ethereum's not doing shit, but Bitcoin's fighting back a little bit. Ethereum has been at $1,199 since we started talking. Bitcoin's starting to move up a little bit, but man, Ethereum is like on a dead flat. It's dead flat. But with that, guys, get out of here for the day. I gotta get to some meetings. Gotta take care of some business. So I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. I do appreciate the conversation. I always love having a conversation with you guys. I will say that me and Wadi will have a Twitter space tonight at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. Just some general crypto talk space. Twitter space tonight at 7. Just general. Hey, you talked about the Ripple IPO last night on the roundtable. Hold on. On the roundtable, what did you think that price will be? I have no idea. Big Watch. I know that Ripple will not put out an IPO until they settle they settle with the SEC, because the SEC has to write off on that IPO. So I think if they can come up with a settlement, I think it'll Ripple can move forward with that IPO. What the starting price will be, I have no idea. But whatever the starting price is, I'm in. I want to be one of the first ones in that Ripple IPO when and if it does come out. But yeah, me and Waddy will have Twitter Space tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just some general crypto conversation, some general crypto talk. Probably be about an hour and a half long, but it's one of these things. We're gonna try to do it every Thursday, based on the schedules and stuff. But we're gonna try to keep it moving on a Thursday. So, tune in tonight. Waddy the Crypto Hunter will probably be setting it up. So go ahead and follow him on Twitter. Get the invite, and it'll be at 7. So if you don't see the invite, come on over to Twitter. We'll be up there around 7, and come on in and have a conversation with us about just general crypto stuff, about general crypto talk, just what's going on in the market, what's going on in the crypto world. Want to hear from you guys, want to hear you guys' thoughts, all that good stuff. So come on through. But with that, appreciate you guys' time in the morning. As I get in and out of these meetings, I'll drop into some chats of other YouTube channels, say what's up to you guys, and talk to you guys there. So with that, have a great morning, and I know you'll be there, Big Watch. Have a great morning. Like this channel, subscribe to this channel, share this thing out. Just try to bring you what I can in the morning, and so everybody have a great morning. Get your morning started off right. Be positive. Even if the market's not positive, you be positive. As long as you have a plan, you can execute your plan. And be on the lookout for video number 2 of my series today about what I'm doing in the bear market, how I'm surviving it. And we'll probably do a 3 to 5 part series on that. So, with that, have a great morning. Appreciate your time. Peace. I'm out.